I love Gwen Stacy. No, really, I do. I think Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen, aka Ghost Spider, is my favorite comic book character. I think the Wall Crawler is my favorite character in the Spider-Verse. I think Gwen Stacy is the best character in the Spider-Verse movies. In all honesty, I could admire her fantastic character work, her cool design, her talented voice actress, and her protectiveness to her loved ones all day. But maybe that makes me obsessed. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Yeah, I got a new suit. You like it? Oh, the drawings? None of your business! Hey guys, I feel like I owe a big thanks to Gwen Stacy for helping the channel grow. I'm serious. The video I made about her like a month ago was a big turning point for my channel. It's when I realized that Spider-Verse videos might be the way to go. Also, I tried to allow you guys to have custom emotes in the Premiere chat, but I think I need to make memberships for that, and I don't want to make you guys pay for stuff, so we'll hold off for now. In the meantime, show your Gwen Stacy support by having your big American cheeseburgers or your Ghostflower appreciation ready.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Yeah, I know. It's weird liking a fictional character this much, but can we just have a little fun? You only live once. Plus, I'm only this obsessed for YouTube. I think it's funny making some of you guys angrier and angrier every time I talk about Gwen. And she's also like a comfort character for me, so give me a break. Anyways, I guess I'll tell you why I think Gwen is the best character in the Spider-Verse franchise. First, I love how beautifully they've written Gwen's character. I think she's very human, as all of these characters are. In fact, it's kind of hard to say for certain that she is the best, only because all of these characters are amazing and realistically written. They've all got a deep sadness hidden beneath them, some more than others. But there's something about Gwen's character that I admire a lot. Gwen Stacy has a really good heart, a heart that is devoted to mainly two people, her father and Miles Morales. After having half of that heart broken by the betrayal of her father, leaving Gwen Stacy to only be Spider-Gwen, the only person Gwen Stacy had left was Miles Morales, if that makes sense. Gwen Stacy only wanted to make sure Miles was okay and happy. When she was assigned a mission to go to Earth 1610, the one where Miles lives, she had to check on him, because that's who Gwen Stacy wanted to see. That's the only real friend she had left. Now, when they hang out at the clock tower, Miles entertains the idea of revealing a secret identity to his parents, something we see him have trouble with throughout the entire movie. Gwen immediately shuts this idea down, however, because she knows the worst case scenario. I mean, how else would you expect your parents to react if you've been lying to them for that long? But maybe it's different with Miles, since his dad isn't exactly the biggest hater of Spider-Man. Maybe his father would be proud of what he's done. But that's a video for another day. Anyways, Gwen shuts down the idea of Miles revealing his identity for his own safety. Still, she expresses how much she likes to talk to him because he truly does mean a lot to her. She gives him this shoulder touch because that's something Gwen Stacy loves. Then she eats dinner with him, and when he messes around with her watch, she snaps at him. She's tense here, but honestly, it's because she doesn't want him to mess up her mission, as well as accidentally send them to Miguel so he can expose the secret. And we know how secrets go with spiders.
I forgot to get my steps in. I really wish I could stay longer.
I realize that this could be seen as a parallel to how Miles' parents feel whenever he just leaves them to go do Spider-Man stuff. And Gwen knows this, so she tries to ease it with a handshake, but she does have a mission to get to. In India, it was clear that Gwen wasn't the happiest with Miles, and when she tried to stop him from disrupting the canon event, she was genuinely worried for his safety. She doesn't like to see him get hurt. I mean, you saw how worried she was when he glitched out at the Spider Society. How scared she was when she caught up to him in that chase. It's why I shouldn't
have ever come to see you.
She said this not through anger, but through love. Everything bad happening to him was because he followed her through that portal to Mumbattan, and she kinda blames herself. All because she wanted to check up on Miles. All because Gwen Stacy wanted to see her best friend again. So Spider-Gwen suffers the consequences, losing access to society, forced to confront her father. But maybe this is for the best. Maybe this is a time for Gwen Stacy to shine, to excel, to take back one of the only friends she has left. Miles is gone, but her father has unconditional love for Gwen Stacy. Maybe it's time to take off the mask, but to keep the suit on. Not to separate the spider from the woman, but to keep them together. maybe it's not Spider-Gwen who has to do the saving, but it's Gwen Stacy. If she's capable of fixing the relationship with her father, then she's capable of fixing her relationship with Miles. The two lives she lives can finally be one, and she can use the friends of Spider-Gwen to get the friend of Gwen Stacy back. And I think that's wonderful. It's things like this that really make me admire her. I mean, she was written so beautifully, and she really captures the essence of living two separate lives as Spider-Man. We often figure one half has to suffer for the other to succeed, but what Gwen does is combine both lives so that they both get what they want. That's just who Spider-Gwen is in general, as her identity is publicly known in her universe, in the comics.
Here I am. I'm not afraid of you. So, I'm saving a grown man from a monster.
But another thing I like about her is that she's definitely a person with flaws. But that's what makes her a good character, a realistic person. Because she learns from those flaws and turns that growth into strength. That's why people express they want a friend like Gwen in real life. Well, apart from her good looks, maybe it's the fact that she's gone through pain, learned from it, and fights to make things right is why I admire her. The fact that she cares this much about her friends is marvelous. Maybe she's as much of an inspiration to others as she is to me, to Miles. I mean, seriously, I think we can all learn a lesson from Gwen on what makes a strong relationship. Most people think relationships must be perfect, and as soon as something goes wrong, you ghost or you treat the person like crap because confrontation just seems like such an unwanted thing. But take it from Gwen's experiences. She had an issue with her friendships and her relationships, but she learned that confrontation isn't all bad. You're allowed to give people another chance to talk things out with them. Maybe you realize that they love you just as much as you love them. That they care enough to live with the changes in your life just so they can still be with you. Good relationships aren't static and they grow and change just as much as people do. Was Gwen's father a #1 Spider-Woman fan? No, but is he a fan of his daughter? You bet. And if her being Spider-Woman is who she is, then maybe it's not his place to hate that, because that's his daughter, and he loves her. That's why I think her character is so great, because her character has a lot we can learn from. We must learn that those who love us genuinely do care, and all it takes is one tough conversation to clear the misty air. And a good friend will find ways to grow with you, to make things right, as we see Gwen do at the end of this movie. Moreover, I think this moment where Gwen confronts her father is amazing because it's ripped right out of the comics. She uses nearly the exact same dialogue, and I think it's wonderful that her story was so well adapted. That's another aspect of her character that I like in these movies, that it's so faithful. But let's continue. Okay, I want to say something before we continue. Now, some people do hate Gwen for valid reasons, and a lot of people hate her for invalid reasons. And I'm serious, some of you guys don't like women. Some of you don't like white girls. Some of you don't like interracial friendships or relationships. And don't like it when a female character has flaws or any realistic character traits. We can all agree that some of the best protagonists are the ones with flaws. And some of the best villains are ones we can kind of side with. But it appears as though we only like it when those are men. So a lot of controversy with Gwen is that she betrayed Miles, or she hurt him, or she's a traitor, or she's a woman. But as this commenter Batman vs. Joker put, I thought you guys were tired of flawless female protagonists like Captain Marvel. So why are we mad at Gwen? I'm so serious. I won't make a big deal of it in this video, but I don't do that crap, okay? This channel is a safe haven for all Gwen and Gwanda supporters and fans, enthusiasts alike. Let's move on. Next, I want to get into Gwen's physical attributes. No, but honestly, I think her character design is really cool. Well, as the kids on Twitter say, she's so puppy and girl failure. But even though she's girl failure, I actually think that's part of the charm. I mean, she has the best costume in the Spider-Verse. Did y'all know this design makes a spider? Her hairstyle is really growing on me, and she's an awesome web slinger. I mean, did y'all see how she handled that helicopter? And her theme is top notch. It's the best song in the whole score. Also, I'd love to have a friend like Gwen Stacy in real life. because she is genuinely an amazing person. She would skip her assignments just to talk to her friends she hasn't seen in a while. She would do everything in her power to protect the one she loves from emotional and physical harm. She would just check in on you, just to see if you're okay, even when she's not supposed to. I like her because she cares a lot. She really does. She doesn't have that many friends, so the small amount she does have, she holds them close and dear. And even then, for the one she loves, the boy she loves, she would risk the multiverse to protect. And I think that makes her a hero. Not because she's there for everyone, but because she's there for you. Also, I want to give credit where it's due and say that Hailee Steinfeld, the voice actor for Gwen Stacy, is super talented. She should get an Oscar for best voice acting, and I'm not joking. First of all, that should be a category in the Oscars, but it's not, since voice actors don't really get recognition even in their own movies. Take the Sonic movie for example. Ben Schwartz isn't even on the poster, which is strange because voice acting is arguably harder than actual acting. Also, I love Hailee Steinfeld in general, and I think she's a great actor all around. She's amazing. I've only seen her in Bumblebee and Arcane, but I've got to watch Dickinson for her. Anyways, let's continue.
You came looking for me? Well, here I am.
Oh, hey.
I'm not afraid of you. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright. Is it time to talk about Ghostflower? Yes, it is. Yes! That's my favorite! Yeah! Alrighty, horn dog. Guys, Ghostflower is very real. First, let's clear the air. Miles in no way, shape, or form is dating Spider-Bite. If you can name 12 character traits about Spider-Bite, then I'll consider it. Next, Gwen isn't dating Hobie, and she likely never has or will. Someone in one of my videos said that members of a band treat each other like family, like brother and sister, and Gwen is Hobie's drummer, so that clears that. Plus, we can assume that the same way Gwen was chatting it up about Hobie to Miles, she likely did the same thing to Hobie. She probably told him how cool he was, and maybe about his lightning powers, how his suit was nice. She probably talked about Miles every single day she was with Hobie, and the guy probably heard about him well before they officially met. She really does like Miles, like Miles. Gwen is very in love with Miles, and I can't believe I didn't mention this in the Gwen and Miles video, but she literally says in every other dimension Gwen falls for Spidey and it doesn't end well. She's saying that because she would totally date Miles if it weren't for this tragedy she thinks is going to happen if they got together. But that tragedy was shown through her because it's a canon event, and as I've explained in my video on canon events, they ain't real. And Miles did say there's a first time for everything, so maybe that's a sign. Gwen and Miles can and will get together. It's what Gwen's heart wants, what her gut wants. Also, they go on a little date in this deleted storyboard. Gwen's hair gets pink around Miles like she's blushing. Also, after Gwen snaps at him during the dinner scene, look at how they look at each other. In an alternate storyboard, I think she grabbed his hand. And Pav was hinting at their love so much, we just have to assume it's going to happen. I mean, is it really that hard to believe? She also genuinely thinks he's amazing. What I think will happen in Beyond the Spider-Verse is that Gwen will finally catch up to Miles, and it will be awkward. But she's not scared to talk about her feelings anymore. They will have a heart-to-heart. Maybe Miles is aloof until Gwen grabs him. Maybe a shoulder touch. And he'll stop and hear her apologize. But in that apology, she confesses how much Miles means to her, how he saved her. She kept fighting through a dark time just to see him again, and she finally can see him again. And she never wants to leave him. She's gonna be there for him from now on. And maybe, just maybe, that'll be enough. Gwen Stacy is a wonderful person who genuinely cares about her friends. She is a talented hero and by far the coolest looking spider in the Spider-Verse. Yeah, cooler than Hobie. And to be honest, I think I love her. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and comment what you want to see next. And yeah, I got a new Spider-Man suit. Also, thanks for helping me reach 100k on my Gwen and Miles video. It means the world. And we hit 5k subscribers. Thank you guys so much. With that being said, hope you guys are as excited for Ghostflower to become real in the next movie as I am. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Damn, baby, come jump off the roof with me, live up your youth with me before they shooting me. With all they cameras and bullets, I swear I'm the man up in front with the hooligans. Yeah, I'm up with stand-up, you do not